Welcome to our review of the OQO Model 2. As you can see, this is an ultramobile PC, which we actually have one here. And what you're looking at is what it looks like on the outside. And the ports, although you can't really see them, it includes USB, HDMI, and also a connector which allows you to actually add in another USB as well as video. It also includes a jack for headphones and a microphone, and built-in wireless on the sides so that you can get a signal up to 108 megabits per second if you're close enough to the source. It also has built-in Bluetooth. You can use it with tablet functions if you have Vista or the XP Tablet Edition, or use the keyboard that's included that slides out. As you can see, it's a full Microsoft Windows computer. Here it's shown actually booting up into Windows XP, and it can run any Windows program. You can see the full program list on this, including Microsoft Office and various business applications. But since this is a review for geospatial, we're going to look at actually ArcMap 9.2 running on the OQO. So here you can see starting up, and this is actually running with a vector file that was taken from GPS, and it's running a web service as a raster layer below it. So it's actually pulling in a web service of aerial photographs. So you have all the functionality that you have. Now, the processor specs are a little bit on the slow side, so it's a 1.5 gigahertz. So it's not going to run as fast as your desktop, but it can actually run these programs. This is Google Earth, and here you can see Google Earth initializing. Now, this is not something, obviously, that would replace your desktop or even a more powerful laptop. But if you're on the go and you just want to use this software really quick, it is capable of running it. So the scrolling on the sides and the bottom of the screen allow you to zoom in and out. So it's enabled for those functions. You can see here as I'm panning over and using regular Google Earth navigation. The left side is actually the mouse. So it's a button for a left mouse click and a right mouse click, and it's a track stick that handles mouse movement. So there you can see the mouse movement and the clicking. It's a little bit different for people who are not used to these types of things. So if you're used to a touchpad, I actually own a ThinkPad. So for me, the track stick is actually very easy to use. A little bit more. Now we're going to zoom in and look at Google Earth, just clicking and using the standard functionality. So that's just kind of an idea of Google Earth. Now here it is in the 2D map program. This is Virtual Earth. As you can see, again, it runs a little bit slower maybe than you're used to with a higher powered laptop, but it's certainly fast enough to do it, and it is running over an internet connection. One of the weaknesses of the OQO is that the range of the wireless is not nearly what it is for a larger size laptop, and that's just simply due to the size. To try to compensate, they actually have two wireless antennas on it, and when you're very close to a source of wireless, the signal is very powerful. And here you can see running a standard web browser. So this is just going to our own website, VerySpatial, and looking at the feed. So speed-wise, you're more tied to whatever the speed of the wireless connection is and how close you are in terms of signal strength. But it can handle all of these types of things. And here you can see it also has additional functions to compensate for the 5-inch screen. So here you can actually zoom the pages in and out, make them smaller so you can have multiple windows, or zoom the page back out so you can have larger type size. And that would be one issue, is that if you have eyesight issues, that the small screen can be difficult to read, but they've compensated. While the native resolution isn't that great, with a zoom factor you can actually get resolutions that approach those of a larger laptop and desktop. So that actually compensates for the fact that the screen is only 5 inches. OQO's site is oqo.com, and you can head over there. The Model 2 is the model they're featuring, although they may still have some stock of the older models. This is their second model, and the specs start at 1.2 gigahertz and a 40 gig hard drive, but you can get now with their upgraded Model 2 all the way up to 1.6 gigahertz of processor speed and up to 120 gigabytes of hard drive, or even a 32 gigabyte solid state drive, which is the new technology. So the overall verdict on the OQO Model 2, we've had it for nearly a year now. We love it. And it's definitely for those on the go that really want the power of a computer without having to lug around all the weight and size of a laptop.